Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Kozilix, and today we're going to be going over a Lance combo guide. I am going to be showing you guys which combos you should be using for optimal gameplay and all the true combos and their situations, because there are reasons
Why
to
you
use
bully me?
different true combos, and it's good practice to know how to do the combos, number one, and two, when to actually incorporate them into your gameplay. Anyways, let's just jump right into this. So when your opponent is in white health, or like 0, or anywhere around 0, from 0 to like maybe mid yellow, there's two main combos that you're going to want to do. There's a couple strings I'm going to show you as well, just to help with damage buildup. But your two combos, and again, or not really again, but I've said this in previous videos, sidelight is definitely your best, one of your best moves. Really work on spacing it, because everything comes out of sidelight. It's like the spine of Lance, you could say. It's got a ton of follow-ups. It's how you're going to get a lot of damage, and some moves even allow sidelight to follow up, but just learning how to land it in neutral, so when you're both on stage and it's equal, it's really important. So sidelight, down air, they both have something in common, but one is a little bit better than another. So sidelight, down air, and light is 2 dodge frames consistently, and sidelight, nair, GC, and light is 3 dodge frames. You can get that down to 2 with 7 decks. However, for damage buildup, it's a bit more optimal to land sidelight, down air, just because it leaves them with less room to actually dodge. For example, if I do a sidelight nair, they can dodge in any direction, but when you're on the ground with a sidelight down air, you can't dodge downwards, you can't dodge diagonally downwards. Like, your best bet is to dodge up or away. So you limit their options. So when you're in white and you're trying to land these really big strings, sidelight down air is definitely the way to go. If you want just base consistency and you don't know how to read your opponent, sidelight, down air, end light is probably the best. I use this all the time when it's the start of the game and I don't know where my opponent's going to dodge. Instead of assuming where they're going to be without even seeing it once, just go with a consistent follow-up, which you can even get a sidelight after. It's a couple dodge frames if they dodge away or something. But sidelight, down air, so if they dodge, let's do a dodge reaction of up. Then there's different reads that you can do, and a lot of people dodge up. And I think the majority of people who play this game actually dodge up. So with almost every Lance character, the neutral sig follow-up is going to be really good. Maybe except Artemis D-sig. But Algrim, Scarlet, Roland, Orion, the majority of Lance. Sidelight, down air into a neutral sig is a great dodge read, and it picks up everything right, or everything that dodges up. And if they dodge more away, so let's go left, a dash sidelight could be really good. Then you could follow up with a nair, and then you can keep following up, because I don't know how much damage they'd be on. Sidelight, down there, a signature would be pretty good. So if I did like a dash side sig, that side sig isn't too good, but something like an Orion side sig or Roland Lance down sig. Let me try a Scarlet down sig. Yeah, down sig works. It's all about knowing where your opponent is going to dodge. But if they don't dodge, right, you can also get some other follow-ups, because sometimes they won't dodge. But like, let's say if it's like up and to the left, this is a really hard spot to read. But if you see them do it, it's the only place where it's, at least from what I know, no signature can actually reach that place without a dash. If they do like, let's say up, right, there are some spots where you can't actually hit with a signature. Like this is one of them. I'm not dodging, I can't do anything, right? Some signatures will hit, maybe like Orion Lance and Sig will hit, but not all. So depending on your character, know where the sidelight, down air weaknesses are, so know where they can be to avoid almost every situation and read them. And basically by reading it, just see what they do the first time and then anticipate it the next time. People patterns are happen so often. So just knowing where they usually dodge, like let's say they always dodge up after every move, and do that. So that's how like white health. But let's say you get into the orange, and side light down air just hits you way too far. Side light nair is your best bet. So the most consistent follow-up of nair is side light nair into nair. Okay, this is the most consistent because it covers the most amount of dodge options. You really have to time the second nair depending on how they dodge. For example, if the dodge reaction is neutral, like a spot dodge, you need to slow down your second nair. But side light nair is a true combo, works at every health range. If they dodge down, for example, your best bet for a lot of damage buildup is side light nair dare. You can get so much buildup, hits them off stage, and then you can even follow it up like like a D-sig right there. Like you could just keep going, right? So dare is really good in like string starting at any health. Even off stage dare Sair works very often. And even if they don't dodge, sometimes since dodge down is a very common dodge, you might want to go for side light nair dare the first time without even reading them. Sometimes it won't dodge, and then you can get that down to like 6, maybe 5 or 4 frames. Yeah, 5 right there. I don't know how many frames exactly, but it's not too bad. And if you see them dodge up, then nair. If you see them dodge down, dare. But let's say you see them dodge to horizontal. There we go, left. Whoops. I can't hit them with the second nair, so this is when you're going to want to Sair. If I can input the combo properly. Right? So it's all about knowing where they're going to be. They dodge to the right, maybe GC downlight. Oops, it's kind of taking too much damage for the GC downlight. But like this, you can probably land another nair, yeah. So it's all knowing where they're going to be. Nair is probably your best option for consistency, and you can do this from any health point. So it kind of gets inefficient at 150. Like you might want to go for recovery as a dodge read to try and get a kill, but your best bet at this health point, because now that side light nair brought them into red. At red, you have 2 kill options without signatures, because some characters have like 1 dodge frame signatures, like combos, like Orion, side light, and sig. But if you're just using it with light attacks, your 2 best kill options are side light, that's side light and sig. Side light recovery, it's dodgeable, so let me turn off the dodge reads. It's actually 1 dodge frame, if I can input it. There we go, 1 dodge frame. And there's 2 problems which I have with this. If you don't release that recovery right away, like you don't slide, then like slide your finger. I use a controller. I just slide it really quickly to get minimum charge. If you don't tap it really quickly, then you'll see yourself charging for too long, and it's easier to dodge. And it also kills later than side light Sair. So side light Sair is very horizontal, so it's going to require a bit less force to actually kill. Side light recovery is diagonal, like a hypotenuse. But you get to like 170. See how side light Sair kills? Okay, that also killed. I guess it really depends on most maps as well, because we're on Shipwreck. But I know on maps, most maps that aren't Shipwreck, where the horizontal kill options are a lot closer, that move is going to kill sooner. And when you're in the middle of the stage, if you're on the left side or right side, it could be a lot better. But let's say I'm accidentally, let's say my opponent is over here. And I'm accidentally facing this way. There's no point in doing a side light Sair. You're not actually going to get the kill, so go for a side light recovery. But for the most consistent move, because you can't actually charge Sair, I think side light Sair is better. The Sair does 19.9 damage, or recovery does 21. It's a 1 damage difference. It's not that much big of a deal. And side light Sair, in my opinion, is just easier to land because you don't have to charge that recovery. And remember that misinput I had, the side light and sig? You won't have to deal with that. At most, you might have to deal with side light neutral light, but if you get the jump and you keep holding forward, you should be good. And just practice this, and you can get this 1 dodge frame every time. It's not too hard. So that's kind of it for Lance. There's a couple strings I'm going to show you now for damage buildup. Most of these only work at white health, but if you go Sarah into Endlight, that is 2 dodge frames. Sarah into Endlight. You can also do Sarah into Downlight, but you're going to have to dash or like move forward. It's a bit less consistent. 2 dodge frames. It's a bit harder to hit, but it gives you a bit more reward on the follow-ups because you can get an Endlight. Or Sarah Endlight, you can, if they dodge horizontally, so like let's say, I can't really set the dodge, but let's say they dodge away, right? Then you can follow that up with a side light. If they dodge up, you can use a signature, right? And it's all about reading your opponent where they're going to be. Another combo is, remember side light dare? You can actually do side light dare down light. It's kind of hard with side light dare because it's where the dare gets picked up. It's kind of too far away from you. You're going to have to dash down light and it adds 2 frames. So I anticipate it's going to be 4 dodge frames minimum. That's 5. And it dash 8. See if we can get this down to 4. It's easier as you get more decks. Like, deck stances really help. 5. I'm sure I could probably get to 4 if I kept going. Maybe it's 5. Anyways. Like, it's a good, if you can land a downlight follow-up, it's really rewarding because that endlight is only 2 dodge frames, and then if they dodge horizontally, you can side light. If they dodge up, then you can use a signature, and that's a lot of damage. It's really nice that Lance has these kits, or the ability to get these dodge reads. It's a very horizontal weapon, so it makes dodge reading very easy, especially when they're next to the ground. That's why I always say a grounded Lance is the best Lance. Or I don't always say it, but I should. You're going to want to play Lance a bit more grounded. Winning stage control is key, and forcing your opponent off stage and just zoning with Nair is really important. And by zoning, I mean don't let them come back on stage. You could literally Nair juggle. And if someone calls you a spammer, it's because you won. Right? But sidelight, basically, if you have any more questions, leave it in the comments below. There are a couple more strings, I guess you could say, like sidelight there, sidelight 4 dodge frames, Sair sidelight is 4 dodge frames as well. But you're better off just going for the consistent neutral light 2 dodge frames. I think that's everything. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, and if you want me to do another weapon, leave it in the comments below. Any suggestions, again below. Join my Discord, link is in the description. There I've got like an ideas channel, so if you want to give me ideas or directly contact me, do it from there. My role is I'm like always online, so you could easily find me. However, don't spam me, because if you spam me, I'm probably not going to answer. Okay, thank you all for watching. Have a good day.
Make him spicy, Papa.